Let me start the recording. Okay, so we are going to see the page 2 of the handout. Okay, again, we are not going to look at each and every position. I have given the ideas behind it, right? But I'm just going to look at some key positions. Okay, so you can see the thing. What is the first position on the left side? It is all pawns are blocked. 3 black pawns, 3 white pawns. Kings are in opposition, but white has got an extra bishop. Okay, so what is going to happen? We are not going to see this on chessboard. It is very easy actually, because yeah, bishop to f3 or bishop to c2, both of them are okay. But what we are going to do is that in normal things, if there was no bishop, then this would have been a then actually white may have also lost this position because of Zugzwang. Okay, but he has got bishop, so he has got plenty of ways to make a move and put the owners back on black. So in this position now, if you play bishop to f3, now it is back black to play. Black king will have to go back and then allow the entry for the white king, right? And then white king depends on where black goes. If black goes to the queen side, then white king will go to the king side and kill the g5 pawn. If black king has to go to the king side to defend it, then white king will go to the queen side and kill the c5 pawn, right? In whichever way, after that it is very easy. Okay, so that is what is going to happen in the first position. So you can look at it. It is there in the handout. I have explained it, so you can study it yourself. Okay. What is the second position? Second position is 1 pawn each. King is in the center. Black king is in the center. What should be the white to play? Look at it carefully, and I will quickly put this position on the chessboard. Okay. F5, E3, F5, E5, E3, F1. Okay. E6. So let us put it. Board editor. Clear board. Black pawn on f5, king on e5, white pawn on e3, white king on f1, right? And white bishop on a6, white to play. All right, let us look at it. White to play, right?
Bishop d3.
Bishop d3. I am not so sure, because bishop d3 then
It blocks off the king, and he has to move
it blocks off
back
the
to
king,
help
but a
his
black will push the pawn.
King e2.
So let us look at it.
Black,
What
no,
one by one?
if black pushes the pawn, then we push our pawn.
Okay, so that is one part of it is smart. So okay, so but then black king attacks the bishop.
Then move the bishop back.
Move the bishop back. Yeah, so it is okay. Now what happens is it gives chances. Okay, it's fine. I mean, this is okay, fine. So black bishop to d3 is, it is reasonable. Okay, but easier move is, okay, king to e2. Somebody said king to e2. King to e2 is the blunder, because pawn to f5. Now it's a draw. Do you realize it, Anu? King to e2 is a blunder, because if you push the pawn, then also black, you are going to either lose the pawn or exchange the pawn. The moment you exchange the pawn, it is a draw, right? King to f2 also same thing, doesn't matter. King to f2 also is a blunder, because f4.
So bishop
Pawn,
d3 is correct.
bishop
Right?
d3 is correct. Yeah, bishop d3 is correct. Even better move, actually, you should think is bishop to b7. Okay, because bishops are better when they are ahead of the pawn and they are protecting. Now if you play this also, you will do this, and if king tries to do something, then actually bishop is ahead of the pawn, right? And it is able to have much better thing. So this is much better. Okay, so but d3 was also
the
good,
pawn also
no doubt,
protects the bishop.
right? But only thing is that d3 means bishop is backward, and kind of it will give black a little bit more things. It is still a good move, but yeah, but bishop b7 is a perfect move. Okay, all right, let's go to the now third position. It is again, I've explained it, so I will not, I think you just look at it. It is black's pawn. Black has got a connected passers on A and B. B pawn is just one step away from queening. And white has got a knight, okay, and one pawn. Looks very, very dicey, but the position of the king is such that white is able to just reach it in time, because of a check, okay. That is the only thing that is saving. So the knight will go to e4 first, give a check to the king. King will go back. From e4, the knight will jump to c3, covering the queening square b1. Okay. Now black will push the pawn a4. Then white knight will go to b1. Okay. Now both the pawns are blocked, because now even if you play pawn to a3, the knight will take it and still control the queening square. So black will not advance the pawn also, right? And then, so now this becomes a position where finally you will be able to force the black king down. It is right now trying to hold the white pawn, but now with this extra moves, now white will get it and force the black down, and then you will be able to queen the pawn. Okay, that is the technique for winning. I have explained it. You can see it yourself. Okay, but you are saved only because of the knight e4 check. Okay, because then only you get an extra move to jump to c3. Okay, let us look at the one more position. How will you play this? Let us look at this. Black has got a, in last position, black has got a rook and a pawn. White has got 4 pawns. Okay, 2 connected on the queen side, 2 connected on the king side. Let me see how you will play this from the black side. Okay, so f4, g4, a2, b3, a7, and then, okay, let us put this on the board. Did I start the recording? Yeah, I have started the recording. All right. So tools, board editor, clear board. White has got pawn a2 and b3 and f4 and g4, I believe, right? Black has got a pawn here, black has got a rook here, black has got a king here, and white has got a king somewhere here, let us see. I don't know, f3, is it f3 or it is, yeah, f3, okay, fine, let's put the king on f3. White to play, is it white to play or black to play? It doesn't matter. Let us give the chance to black, because black should be winning this, right? And I will just flip this so that it is okay. So now you play from the black side, I will try to play from the white side. It should be, this is an easy win, right? But simple technique, but let us just play through it very quickly to understand. So someone want to make a move for black?
Rook to f6.
Rook to f6, okay. On,
No, you should have done rook to d8.
yeah, it's okay, we will try this now quickly first. See what happens is, by moving the rook to f6, you have given me some chance, because I will push the pawns and I will connect the pawns, right, with the king. I will keep doing this.
Rook to a6.
Rook to a6, fine. Rook to a6. Yeah, this is also a good way to win. Okay, but we'll just see. It may create certain.
I think a4 is better.
Yeah, a4. Let us first force a4. Okay, now.
Oh, yeah. The
b6.
rook will get it to b6, which will be bad for that pawn.
Yeah. Now.
Black kills it.
Black
The pawn.
kills the pawn, right?
Yep.
And now white goes here.
f3.
Black a3. Rook a3.
Rook to a3.
Rook h3.
Okay, all right.
No, then the pawn's gonna
Rook
put.
h3.
Yeah. Now you have to do rook h3.
Rook h3.
Yeah.
King to g6.
Rook to
Rook
h7.
H7. Rook to H7.
Pawn to f6.
F7.
F7. Rook to f7. Rook to f7. King to f5.
Yep.
King H7.
Now push the pawn. Wait, do we push the pawn?
Now what do you do?
No.
Pawn G. Pawn G6.
No, it is black to move. White has moved.
Was rook to f6 correct?
Rook to f6. Then white will win this.
No. As the first move, was it correct?
So first move may
King
not.
to F8.
King to f8. We'll see now what happens. Now the pawns start running down. You feel suffocated, right?
Can't stop them now.
Yeah, maybe you will have to
You
sacrifice
have to
the rook,
sacrifice the rook to stop those two pawns.
and then
but
after
the
that white
king-
may win also. Right? How even now, just sacrificing doesn't mean you are going to save the game. It's a draw. Anup, you think it's a draw? Let us play
Yeah.
from the black.
White will win now.
Play from the
No,
black side.
it's a rook pawn, so the king can make it to the corner in time. Like after the rook sacks, the king is blocking, and then the
No. Okay, you
White
play
king
the
moves
moves. You get the moves from the black side. Let us see.
So you could leave the rook like that only and just calculate the moves with the other pawn.
Okay, so you play now. I am giving you the what will you play as black?
Rook D7.
Rook to D7, huh? Rook to D7. Yeah. So what should I do? What should I do now? King to E6.
Rook B7.
Rook B7, huh? Rook to B7. Okay, all right.
Take it with the rook.
Take the pawn with your rook.
No,
Take the pawn with the rook. I am very happy.
And then take the pawn.
With
Yeah.
the king.
Very happy. I am very happy.
but then now
Oh, yeah.
it's gonna promote the other pawn. Instead of that, you should have moved king to E8.
Right? This is a win for white. Yeah.
after that, can you play
No,
a5?
after the pawn check, can you do king to E8?
Where?
After
Now-
rook sacrifices,
No, like before the rook sack.
after the rook sacrifices, can you play a5?
Okay.
After can you play
Now what?
can you play king E8 now?
King E8. Then the pawn will queen simply.
Oh,
After
Wait,
the rook
what about
sacrifices,
king G8.
Yeah. After rook sacrifices.
you take the pawn,
Yeah, you take the pawn.
and then white king, and then push the pawn to a5.
Yeah, push the pawn to A5. Correct.
Move the king in.
Move the king in.
B. Yeah.
Oh, the king won't make it in time.
And now king.
No, it's a draw. It's a draw. It's a draw. It's a draw.
The draw.
Yeah, king can keep moving from c7 to c8.
Okay. So let us see now. So what if white? Okay.
King to c7.
King to C7. Okay. King to C7. Let me move the pawn.
King to c8.
King to C8.
King to b8.
King to B8. Yeah. So this you will get a draw, right?
Yeah.
So this you will get a
So
draw.
a5 makes it a
You know
draw.
what? You know what mistake white did? White did here.
Actually, I think white should have pushed the pawn.
Yeah, push the pawn here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now even if black pushes the pawn here, it's okay.
No, when there
And
was like,
then black king has enough time. I mean, white king has enough time to
Why?
make it.
And also this one more mistake. By going to d7, instead white should go to e7 and maintain the blockade and make the black king go somewhere off the mark.
can you go back to like the pawn check, like g7 check?
Yeah, it's okay. So we will. So, but this is a win. Okay, do you agree?
I had an idea.
So-
Sir, the king should have moved at that time.
No, after that g7 check, I had an idea.
Okay,
Yeah, instead of taking, what if you move to g8?
king to g8, right? King to g8. Yeah, fine. I will move this pawn.
Then move the pawn again.
Yeah,
Like, move our pawn, the black pawn.
yeah. So yeah, I mean this is the way. But can you see how much trouble white has created for black?
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
now b5 check.
Now b5 check. Yeah, now b5 check.
Okay, you have to move back to.
You can't
b7.
take the pawn, otherwise it's gonna be a checkmate.
Yeah, just move the pawn to
No,
f7.
you have to move back to b7. You have to move back to b7.
Move the pawn back to b7, right? Fine. Then the white king will come up again. See?
I think this
F7.
is a draw.
No,
pin the
f7,
pawn.
f7.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's the pawn.
So,
f7.
so
This
fine,
is a
but I
draw
think-
because they just keep repeating moves.
Okay, but you got the idea of what happens if you allow passed pawns to advance, right? So let's go back. What we could have done. Okay. See, there are two passed pawns, one on the queen side and one on the king side. Okay. Now, because there are pawns on the queen side. Okay. Let me try to play from the black side now. Okay. And I will not explain. You'll just I kind of get it. Okay. So what is the threat? I will think like this. Okay, not like this. Sorry. I will just think. See, logically thinking. If I don't do anything, then white will create a passed pawn on the queen side, right? And that will start pushing, and that will cause me to some trouble. My rook will be diverted. So I want to prevent the thing as much as possible. Prevent the thing of what do you call queen side passed pawn creation. So what I will do is I will play first a5. Okay. Now.
And also, you should try to stop the movement of the king side pawns.
Yeah. So I'm stopping it with a5. Now you play from the white side. I will play from the black side.
Pawn a3.
Pawn a3. Yeah. Pawn a3. Now rook to b8.
Pawn f5.
Pawn f5. Pawn f5. Rook to
I think we should have played king e4
Yeah.
there.
instead of pawn to f5.
Okay. King to e4. Right. King to e4.
Mm-hmm.
So I will take the pawn.
King e5.
King to e5. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I will bring my king to
Pawn to f5.
Pawn to f5.
pawn to f5.
King to f4.
King f4.
King f4.
G5.
G5, huh? G5. Okay, all right. So G5, fine.
So the black can go for a queen.
Yeah.
f6.
No. No, you should have played king e5. King e5.
King e5. It's okay. That's also okay.
Check.
Now we'll give check.
No, now king e6.
King a6, huh? Then rook b6.
king.
A7.
King
Yeah,
D7.
king e7. No, king e7.
King E7. Okay, King E7. Fine. King E7. It is fine.
Now you can give check.
Check.
Now you give a check. Fine. Very well.
Move the pawn. Wait,
Push
no.
the pawn.
No, then it's a check and he takes
No,
the
no,
pawn.
no, no, no.
Check with a rook.
We lost the
White to
pawns.
play. White to play.
Yeah, we lost the pawns now. Actually, king f8.
King F8.
Can you go back?
King F8. King F8. Then it is very simple.
Can you go back?
Okay, let's go back.
Yeah, and then move king e7.
Can you go a little front? I want to say something in that position.
Wait. First, let us complete this. King E7. Now A3.
Oh yeah, now it's lost. Okay, yeah. I just thought we could push g5, g6 and
Yeah,
do
no,
something.
G6 is not helping.
No, then it's rook b7 check and then you get the pawn.
Yeah. So it is not helping. Okay, somebody was saying something else. Okay, here. Maybe here itself you want to play something else.
We can give check.
Huh?
Check.
White to play here. White to play.
Yes.
f6 check.
F6 will not help because King G6 will block it completely.
If we play G6, then if black checks, we
Play
can put
G6, then also King to F6 will block it. Right?
Black wins if black plays nice.
And anything, any defensive idea here. Somebody was saying he wanted to check something. King to, see, this is not helping. So, yeah. Okay. So I guess you saw the idea, right? What was the idea here? See, first thing is that A5 move was a very powerful move, right? Because it prevented, rather than F6 here, I think A5, right? Because the moment you play A5, the black's queen side, white's queen side pawn are immobilized. You don't know what to do with them. You can't advance them. The moment you advance them, then they will fall. And if you don't advance them, then only on the king side, then the rook and the black rook and the king will be very easily able to overpower the single lone king, right? Do you want to play something on the white side only here? Sorry, king side.
I just now put this position on the board
Uh,
to check what the computer says. The computer says rook to f6 is correct, and also when first it's like minus 20.6 for black, and when you play a5 it becomes minus 3.6.
Yeah. So
that means black made a blunder.
black made a
Mistake.
blunder. Okay, then
Not a blunder, but it's a missed move maybe.
okay, but see
Yeah.
that's the whole point basically. First, don't be too eager to look at the computer. First, you have to see what is the idea. So if you think black has made a mistake, then tell what is the white's move here. Don't look at the computer. You tell yourself what do you think. Now that you know computer thinks that it is white is better, fine. Now you tell what should be white's move.
No, it doesn't say white is better, but it just says it's sort of a mistake.
It's okay, but see, that's why I mean you should look at computer evaluation only after
Still winning
you
though.
have looked at it for at least half an hour. Okay, then only you should look at it. Okay.
Okay.
Not look at. Otherwise, computer will very easily tell you, but you will not understand what and why. Right? So only after you have gone through it, you will understand it. Okay. So, but I have explained you the idea behind A5. If anybody thinks that he has got a defense right now, immediately we can look at it. Otherwise, we'll move on to the next position. Anybody has got any defensive idea for white?
No.
Okay. Then let's look at it. Let us look at the Yeah, now these are a couple of positions, this one. So let us put here, this left side position here. Okay, let me put this on the board and we'll see. Black pawns on, okay, let me put this. Okay, all right, queen, d3, d3, d5, d7. Okay, d7. Okay, I think I remember it. 1 2 3 4 5 6 1 2 1 2 3 4. Okay, all right. Clear board editor. Clear the board. I think something like this, right? This is the position. Yeah, I think this is the position. I got it correct, I think. Yeah, it is okay, everybody? Yeah, this is the position. So analysis board, white to play. Okay. Analysis. Okay, first take a look at it and then comment. Okay, write to me. Don't tell me. It should be there in the chat. What do you think is the thing? What do you think should white do? What is the position? What is your evaluation? And how should white proceed?
Bishop takes d5.
Bishop takes d5, right? You think bishop takes d5 is a
So we could do rook into the pawn. Rook into f7.
rook into f7, sacrificing the
So then bishop can take d5 and then the queen and is pinned for the king.
oh, is it?
So rook f7 works only if black takes with the queen.
Yeah, you know what will happen if you take rook f7. He will first take the bishop and give a check. Now,
Take the rook.
take the rook, then black will take this rook. Now, what is the count? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Black is 1 pawn ahead. Right?
Yes, sir. That rook only works if the queen takes the rook.
Yeah, but how, see, you have to think of everything, right? I mean, you can't. Black is not going to make a weak move, right? Black has got.
Yes, black will play correctly.
So rook to f7 is not correct. Okay, so I think so. So strategy I will tell you. Yeah, bishop to d5 is something that you will play, but better move in this case. Okay, is
Sir, if you have moved the bishop to d5, then it will be protecting that a pawn.
Yeah, you will be protecting the a pawn, but look at it at a larger thing. Okay, what is happening? What is larger? What is happening? See, white would like to simplify, because as long as queens are there on the board, right? As long as queens are there on the board, then it is going to become thing. So white wants to exchange of the queens. Okay, so white plays queen to d5, because once the queens are exchanged, it is much easier to win with an extra bishop. Okay, so white plays queen to d5, because if black takes the queen, then white is very happy. Very happy, because with this is much easier to win than when both the queens are on the board.
Sir, what if, wait, if you take with the
Queen.
Queen. Okay,
If the
you
rook
can
captures the
play
bishop,
rook d2, right?
Huh?
Can you play rook d2?
You can play rook to d2.
This is a no. It's
You can
correct.
play rook to d2, but you know what? White will.
Sir,
White
we can play
will-
rook to
See,
g2.
White wants to exchange the queen, so there is no problem.
Oh,
Takes it. It's fine,
okay.
right?
Can you go back? What if rook takes bishop?
So where queen takes
No, after that the rook takes bishop.
queen comes back.
Oh, the queen can take. Okay, but then it's still harder to. Like, yeah.
You have to be really careful with the tactics, huh? And what can go and back and forth.
But why can't we play bishop takes d5?
No, you can play. There is nothing, I think, but it is strategically it is easier to exchange of the queens and then win than when the queens are on the board. See, when the queens are on the board, the queen can also move around, give checks, cause a lot of trouble. See, already your f pawn is not there, right? So there are possibilities that you will have checks and these ones. So lot of things like that. So hence it is better that white exchange of the queens is a strategically, okay, it's not that you can have multiple strategies that will win, but an easier strategy is exchange of the queens. Okay, you can also play bishop to d5. It is a good move only, but this is easier. And then if black doesn't want to exchange, right, if black doesn't want to exchange, then white still forces the exchange with queen to d6. Okay, pretty much now black will have to exchange. Okay, so this is another technique when you are especially material ahead, right? You know when you should exchange off some of the pieces so that it becomes easier. Because in a middle game, even if you are one bishop extra or one knight extra, position might be so complicated that you can't easily win it. You will have to simplify it to go into the end game to win it. Okay, so this is one technique you remember. Just an idea pointer. Okay, and similarly it is in the next position also. Okay, next position also, let us look at it. So this is even more apparent. So bishop b7 c6 and the pawns are like this, and white pawn is c4 b2 h3. Okay, so let me put this position on the board very quickly. Your board, black bishop and queen and black pawns like this. White has got a pawn here, b2 c4. White has got a rook here, white has got a queen here, and white has got a king here, and black has got a king probably here. Okay, so this is the position white to play. Okay, what would you play as white?
Pawn to b3.
Pawn to b3. Pawn to b3. Do you realize queen to h1 is checkmate? Yeah,
Then
We
king
can
f1
for check.
to
sorry,
f1. King to f1.
king to f1. Yeah, king to f1. These are the kind of moves, but again, queen to h1 check, then king will have to move up, right? Or what will you do? The rook will fall. Otherwise, queen will have to give it
Queen
like,
d4. How about queen d4 check for white
yeah.
in the
So
start?
right thinking. Who said that? Who said that? Right thinking is
Anu?
queen to d4 check. Okay. Now king will come to only one option. King will come to
Yeah, and then queen d5 and the exchange is forced.
Absolutely, right. Exchange the queens. Let black take an extra pawn. It's okay, but you have got a rook. Now with this rook, you will be able to easily take this pawn to the queening side. Okay, so this is much easier to win.
Sir,
Yeah.
but the king,
And plus the
but
pawn
the
is
black
promoting.
has 3. Black
Yeah,
has
yeah, black has got 3, but it will not help. White has got a rook and the queen side passed pawn. So white will make the bishop. See, the bishop,
they're joined. Those three are joined.
Those three are joined, but they are not so strong because they are advanced. So they are not so strong as if they were on F6, F7, G7, and H7. Okay.
And also the bishop is not the color of the pawn's promoting square, so that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah. So this is a easier way to win than when the queen's on board. Okay. Fine. So I think so. This is what I wanted to cover. I think there are some more things in the handout which you can watch it. You can watch my last time's video. Previous class I had recorded the video, so that I've sent the links. Please go to it. But I think you have got a good idea. We have done 2 full 40-minute sessions. So please go through all these positions again once or twice till you get it. Okay. And many times good thing is that, see, all these simple positions, right? You think it is a win. Can you set this position against in light chess and play against the computer? Play against the computer at the highest level, level 7, level 8. Or maybe you start with level 4, right? And then if you can win it against the computer in level 4, then go to level 6. Then go to level 8. Level 8 is the strongest level in the light chess computer. So if you can win it against level 8 also, that means you have perfected the position. You know exactly what to play against any best defense also, right? This is a very good technique of you yourself playing it, right? See, it is very simple. It is here when we are seeing the setting up the board, right? And whatever, board editor and analysis board, something, right? Clear board, whatever position we pull it, pawn here, knight here, black king here, and white king here, something like this, right? Now what you do is continue from here and you can play with the computer and choose the level. Strength of the engine, starting from level 1, which is very weak, going level 8 is very strong, and you can choose to play which side. So if you want to practice the winning of it, play it as white in this position. Otherwise, play it as black and try to defend. Both sides you can do this. Okay, this is an excellent way to improve. Okay, all right. So I'm stopping.